Hi there, Capricorn. How are you? It's me, Anissa, from the Inner Stereo, and I'm back again doing your November 2018 readings. And as usual, I'm going to be covering your relationship sector, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, family members, anyone. I'm basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because I tend to realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. Okay, so the February challenge. Oh, by the way, I'm planning to do something like a little bit differently this month. So if you're single and you're dating multiple people or just dating one person, I'm gonna be uploading no, too much card. I only need one more card. I'm gonna be uploading all signs reading for you if you're dealing with what type of element. So you might want to check that out. And if you're like extra single, you might also want to check my pick a card reading, but only for extra singles though. So let's talk about your energy for the now. Capricorn, you have the Fool card, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you also have the Six of Cups in here. I feel like you guys are so much in the feels right now. There's like a little bit of a nostalgic feelings that you like to see, the sweet memories that you're sharing with this person. And also you kind of like felt that this relationship is either very twin flame-ish or it's very karmic and soulmate-ish type of connections that you felt towards this person. You have the Fool card. You're very brave, Capricorn, meaning that you want to take the giant leap of faith. You want to notice that there's a gap between the two mountains over here. Like you understand the differences that both of you have, and you're willing to take the giant leap of faith because you felt like, well, the good outweighs the bad. We have so many similarities, and this is just like a little bit of a difference, and I'm willing to kind of like cover it. Like I'm willing to do this for you. You have the Nine of Pentacles in here, so meaning that in your money-wise and career-wise, financially-wise, in the month of November is also looking very good for you. And I feel like you guys are kind of like in the now, like you know, in November, you guys are going to be reaping everything that you've been invested so heavily into. So your patience is going to be paid off. Like in the past, you felt like you worked so hard for your relationship, and now you're kind of like reaping the return of your investment. What's challenging, you have the Three of Pentacles, and you also have the Chariot card here. So okay, so here's the thing. With the Three of Pentacles, especially in this particular deck of mine, in a traditional Rider-Waite tarot, like there are people collaborating with one another. You know what I mean? Like there are people who kind of like collaborating together in a project and to do something together. But in this particular deck of mine, there's only one person. I feel like both of you need to sit down and kind of like have a talk about what is it in the future that you see. So you kind of like, in Indonesia we call it samakan persepsi. So you need to make it the same goals. You know what I mean? I feel like there's like a little bit of a different goals in here, and I don't want you to be working something and them working on something and it's totally different goals, if that makes sense. You have the Chariot card in here as your overall challenge. So you might be feeling sometimes that there is no forward movement in this relationship, and the only way for you to do that is to actually talk to them. Like, what do you see in this relationship? What do you want from me? Are we going to get married? Are we going to move together? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? Like, try to make it the same goals together, okay? Because I feel like both of you are working, like they're excited to work things together with you, and you're excited to work things together with them. But there's like a little bit of a difference here on what is it that both of you want. 5 kartu masa lalu, 5 kartu masa sekarang, ke depan. So in the past, they felt like this relationship heals them in some ways. So you were dealing with someone who had like a lot of trauma, who had like a lot of emotional wounds in the past, and they felt like you have the power to heal them in some ways. And they also felt like with you, they are able to be bare naked and confident and comfortable in their own skin because how accepting you guys are, you know what I mean? And I feel like you guys fulfill their wishes and dreams as well. So it's a good one. So they're not so afraid to be different. They are able to strut their unique selling proportions. You made them feel very beautiful and good about themselves. You could be dealing with two people though. Oye, loca. I want two more cards before I even comment on things. If you're only dealing with one person, again, as I said, this person have had a lot of issues emotionally. You know what I mean? Like they have abandonment issues, they have trust issues, and it's something that it takes time for them to heal from. Do you have the power to heal them? Yes, you do, but it takes time. Okay, so this person does have like a lot of trust issues, and they do have trust issues with you too. They have a lot of trust issues with you too, with the Princess of Swords in here. It's like, you know, they're a type of person who is so guarded with their emotions, with their feelings, that they're afraid to let anyone in, that they make things up, assume things up, like and they will look for bad things about you so that they have, it justifies them to think that, yep, not worth it. It's because they're afraid of letting you in, if that makes sense. And I feel like this is what they've been doing with you in the past as well. Like with the Princess of Swords in here, like they are doing like a lot of things, and you're not doing anything actually. You have the Eight of Pentacles, and you also have the Strength card. So you were busy minding your own business and working and making money. If you're only dealing with one person though, okay? If you're only dealing with one person, you were so busy minding your own business and making money, and regardless of how this person would accuse you of things and everything, you try to exercise like a lot of your patience in here and try not to give it like a little bit of a thought, because what the Eight of Pentacles in here is like, you felt the needs to create money, it seems, for the future of both of you, okay? So this person has the Princess of Cups in reverse, meaning that they are very, very grateful for the fact that you heal them and you make them all sorts of ways, but emotionally this person is not yet available and open towards you. Again, as I said, because they protect their feelings so much. You know what I mean? You could be dealing with water signs though, like Cancer people likes to protect their feelings like a lot, because they are very, very, you know, they protect themselves through their shells. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Pisces, because you have a heavy water here. So if you're dealing with two people, I feel like in the past you were working on somebody who doesn't even love themselves, if that makes sense. Person B, like you were working so hard on this relationship over someone who is a little bit of an emotional manipulator. And I'm not saying they're doing it out of malicious intent. No, it isn't. It's because before they were together with you, because they felt hurt by you, you know what I mean? They have a very, very feminine energy. The type of person who, if they're in love with somebody, they start to get all Neptunian about it, meaning that they start to build fantasies around their heads. They're starting to see you in like this goddess ways, and then you hurt them and they shut off, and then they became a little bit of an emotional manipulator. And you were trying so hard and exercise your patience and making this relationship work for this person. Whereas person A, you were exercising like a lot of your patience as well. Wait a second. No, I feel like in the past you were focusing much more on this emotional manipulator rather than this person who actually wants to heal you, and someone who's kind of like a little bit different. What's this Princess of Cups in here? I don't know. I want to know the Strength card. What's the Strength card in here for? Yeah, I feel like person A, this person who actually wants to be with you, kind of like felt this person is a little bit off, like not right with them, and you try to see them, do a little bit of their background research, and you didn't like what you see. Which is a good thing. Why? Because if you're dealing with two people, none of them are really good in the past. And even in the now, the person who you thought it was not good for you, this person is kind of like non-committal with the Hierophant card in reverse in here. They're non-committal, or they're not the type of person who you can trust them with their words. So they could be promising you stuff, they could be saying this and that, but they're unable to hold on to that promises. They're not able to deliver it. You have the Seven of Swords in reverse in here, and then you also have the Hierophant card. But I don't like the fact that you are the Knight of Wands towards someone who has the Hierophant card in reverse, someone who is not really ready for a commitment, someone who is not in there yet. You know what I mean? What's the Hierophant card in reverse here for? Right. They want something stable, yes, all right. They want something stable. They want a relationship with you, yes, all right. Are they emotionally available? Yes, they are. Are they emotionally open towards you? Yes, they are. But the thing is that they cannot give you, again, as I said, you need to make your goals the same. Are you going to be in a relationship or not? Are you going to be in an engagement or not? Are you going to be in marriage or not? Are you going to be living together or not? Stuff like that, like a bigger stuff. Because I feel like the end goals is not really the same. Okay? It's not really the same, but they do feel it with you. You know, they are emotionally available, but I feel like the end goals is not really the same. Can it change? I think it could, but the thing is that right now they're so busy dealing with their emotional issues. If you're only dealing with one person, if they're so busy dealing with their own emotional issues, you need to give them like a little bit of a time. Give time, like a little bit of time. Sometimes I understand that you feel like a little bit burdened by it, like you just want to let it go, and sometimes you just want to be heroic and try to do things to amend things. You know what I mean? And you're going to get an apology from them too, I feel like, by how they were distrustful over you in the past. Like they do have trust issues and they didn't find anything wrong. And you're going to have, like they're going to come out about it. Like they're going to tell you the truth about it. Like how they've been doubting you and stuff. And how they've been doing like a little bit of a detective works on you. Like they're going to come out and admit about that about you. But this person is dealing with a lot of emotional issues, and I know it's tiring for you. And you try to keep your hopes up here. And my carta más, let's see your future. This is so long. I need to talk faster. Da 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 da. Again, as I said, you know, the reason why they are being difficult with you in the past, the reason why they're being difficult with you in the now is because they understand completely they do have a codependency tendency. Like when they fall in love with someone, they depend their happiness on someone. So that's why they're being overprotective. And you're like, when? What the hell did I didn't sign up for this. I didn't really sign up for this, says Capricorn. Okay, so that's if you're only dealing with one person. What happens if you're dealing with two people? I think you're letting go of someone who knows exactly that this relationship is no longer unrepairable, you know, it's no longer repairable. And then you're giving a life and you're feeling very, very excited to do and be heroic towards someone here who the end goals is not the same as you. All right. This person is going to be very, very codependent with you, and you're going to be like, man, why? You're going to be like that. But I feel like it's not going to hurt you. It's just that it's going to shock you a little bit because how codependent and how clingy and how emotionally attached they are to you. You know what I mean? And sometimes when someone is that dependent on you, like they rely their happiness on you, they can be quite difficult as well. Especially if you fucked up, there's going to be like a lot of emotional outbursts in which you're going to be like, but it's not really something that is bad though. Okay, so you're going to be in the future, ending of November, you're going to be in between like, oh my god, here we goes the emotional outburst, and then the second moment you're going to be like, yes, I'm so excited over it. I feel like you're going to let go of this person that has been like a lot of burdens towards you, somebody who you work hard to make this relationship work, but they were being emotionally unavailable, or they were being emotionally manipulative towards you, and you're going to be with someone here who in the now doesn't have the same end goals as you, but in the future you're going to be like, aha, they're very, very emotionally dependent on me, what am I going to do about it? Yep. I feel like by the end of November as well, you guys are going to be, you guys are going to be very, very much in tune with your intuitions. Be careful about people who has a resentment over you, because you're also going to be dealing with a harsh energy over people who is very, very resentful over you and who has like a list of mistakes that you haven't here. So yeah, be careful about that type of people. I don't feel like it's in this spread, but be careful about those type of people in your relationship sector, okay? So I really hope that you enjoyed my reading, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks from now. Bye-bye.